On May 25th, 2016, I uploaded a video entitled Afraid of Becoming Big on YouTube. A few days later, ironically enough, I started working with GTA series videos. Since then, my channel has been growing, well, quite rapidly. In the last half year of 2016, I gained like 2,000 subs. Nowadays, I gain like 1,000 subs per month, if it's not even more. My channel is doing exceptionally well, and yes, you've probably heard me say thank you for that plenty of time, but thanks anyway. Now, one of the things that I touched on within that video was that I was kind of looking at other people who have grown over the years and have completely changed the way they act and just the way they make videos and how they've changed throughout the months and years that they have grown to such a big number, and I gave KSI as an example of that. Now, personally, I went on about how I didn't want to be like that and always wanted to stay true to who I am, which till this day is still the case, at least if you ask me. I'm still trying to, be who I am and just continue to try to do that way. One of the things that I try to do especially is just because I have the Discord server as well, which, by the way, in case you're interested in joining that, there's a link in the description which should take you to my Discord server. It's pretty lively nowadays, which is kind of nice. I really like the idea of treating people and viewers that watch my videos as people rather than a number, and I will try and continue to do so for as long as that's possible. Obviously, at some point when I gonna have thousands and thousands and thousands of people in that Discord server, it's gonna be a bit more difficult, but I'm still going to try to always respond to comments and stuff like that, because I feel like that is very, very important to keep treating your people that watch your videos as people rather than a number. I see views not as views. I see views as people who took out their time of day to spend, watching what you have uploaded, which is something that I always just appreciate. Now, one of the things that comes with that success is the danger of it, because when I started growing as much as I did, I, in a way, got carried away with how, well the channel was doing. The ride up until 10k subs was something that was a huge thrill for me. I was like, oh my god, I'm actually gonna make it to 10k subs. It's very motivating, but at the same time, it can also be very, very dangerous. Another good example of this, and I really like their content, so don't take this the wrong way, but 8-Bit Bastard is, in my opinion, one of the good examples of this. They have grown their channel and they've made such amazing videos, and there's so much good content on there. But in my personal opinion, is that whenever Sunny left 8-Bit Bastard, I feel like 8-Bit Bastard died in a way, because he created all those amazing machinimas, and with Shaney back at the wheel and on his own, even though I'm sure that he has gotten many people offering him help, myself included, he decided to do it on his own, resulting in a channel that kind of, in my opinion, has taken a complete wrong way, and is now just uploading how big is it and time lapses and stuff like that, which in my opinion were nice to see once or twice a month. But after that, it was kind of like, okay, we'll wait until next month instead of constantly seeing an entire channel full of it, and that's basically the only thing that's being uploaded. The problem with that is that the channel is and always has been built around machinimas. And I'm not only wanting to take 8-Bit Bastard as an example here. Oh, definitely not. This is not an attack at them at all. Because Cheney himself has said that he is taking steps in trying to make this maybe even a community channel, or like taking steps to at least get some other content out where people actually subscribe for. It was very painful to see for me how my channel was doing better than 8-Bit Bastard, a channel that has almost 50k subs. The danger of becoming that big as well is that you kind of lose your sight on things. You only kind of start seeing numbers and don't start treating people as people anymore. You just start treating them as numbers. And that was one of the things that I was kind of struggling with as well when I was growing as much as I was, because I was obsessed with the numbers, right? I was like, oh man, I got so many subs and so many views and this and that, and wow, I didn't expect this, and wow, I didn't expect that. I was obsessed. I was really, really obsessed. Back when I was close to that 10K, I was constantly checking my phone. There were times I had the live sub counter just on, like when I was at work, I was checking it constantly. And at some point, I was looking at myself and I was like, what are you doing? This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be a hobby. And it kind of turned into an obsession. And I think that's the whole danger of success, because you get so sucked into it and you lose sight of reality. And of course, the absolute most dangerous thing is money. Because when people decide to make YouTube as a hobby into YouTube as a job, it starts to become even more dangerous, because obviously they're starting to focus on wanting to be sure that they're going to be able to afford rent this month. And I personally think that if you do decide to start doing YouTube full time, I really do think that you would have to really consider doing such a thing, and only start doing it when you have, like, 500,000 subs or anything like that, when you're actually starting to make like 5 times the amount that your regular job does. Because if you really have to start making a certain type of content in order to be able to pay rent every month, I feel like that's when it takes away the fun that YouTube should be. I will personally always try to strive to not rely on YouTube when it comes to cash. Personally, I'm making decent cash on YouTube right now. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm able to fill up my car like once or twice in with the money I made in March, which is something that is just amazing to me. It's really great. Like, I'm personally currently just saving up every single penny I make off online, and I'm gonna use that whenever I move out of my house, which is hopefully gonna happen within the next few months or so. But whenever I do move out, I'm gonna use every single penny that I make online, keep it into my PayPal, and invest it into trying to improve the quality of my videos and the quality of my streams, buy a game or something that I could stream on Twitch, use it for that, rather than, buying some car or something with it. I personally feel like that if you're doing YouTube as a side thing, you should keep it as a side thing, not trying to, rely on it for money. Because whenever you start doing that, the true danger of success comes, which is greed. If people start to become greedy, your channel, your content, everything is going to suffer from it, and it will suck away the fun that you once had with YouTube.